What up, folks? Welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a musician and music director living here in Seattle. This is a Patreon request video that goes out to the one and only S.D.N.Y. Thank you for the massive long-term support. Appreciate you. This is Magic by Otto. I'm excited. Let's go. Oh, that was cool. Super strong offbeats. Hello, bass player. It's like a big band chart. Woo. And then, of course, we go somewhere very, very different and unrelated. I love Otto for this. Her tracks are so exciting like that. Okay, we're 42 seconds in. Let's go back and talk about it. Very short and sweet introduction. And a verse with an amazingly gorgeous melody, yet so much funk and just cool pocket playing going on underneath. I love the beginning right here. Check this out. Cool effect from the bass automatically. We have like the sound envelope kind of pushes and it flips directions and goes away. And it's going to pull back to you and then set up ba-da, ba-da. Immediately we have horns. I was like, oh, sweet. This is going to be cool. We have horn hits in this. I love this stuff. Push, pull, and. But then, it's like a pulsating. The offbeats are so strong in those synth tones. And then up top, it's very melodic in the upper voice there. But it's short and sweet. It's a very short intro, but it's so gorgeous. One more time, we'll get into the verse. Very suggestive. Now we switch. All right, let's talk about melody and contour of melodic line. Meaning, like if you were to visualize where the shape goes, so you have a high point, we ascend, have a high point, and we come down. Next one, obviously I'm singing it wrong, but we're just painting like a mountain. Like think of like how that's gonna work if you were like measuring it with a line. That's very interesting to listen to. Now, her as a vocalist, she has so many variables within, this is not a vocal analysis channel. This is just music analysis. We're gonna talk about it, but she's so complicated to listen to, but in a great way because she has so many variables within the singing type of characters that she puts in her ears. It's amazing. But for that to crack and go off the way it goes off, you have to have this track underneath it. Listen to the bass player. Right, this is so amazing. Like these tones slap pop style and how percussive it is, it's very deliberate and it works so beautifully because I called it a pocket groove earlier. What is a pocket groove? Generally speaking, pocket groove is bass player and how they interact with the drummer. Because remember, bassist is the tonal drummer and drummer needs the bassist to create the foundations of the rhythm section. Generally, pocket groove's kind of funky and straight ahead, and that's where you can be bobbing your head. That's what's going to make you dance. This is obviously electronic percussion, but it's still, the bass player feels very real. But that's still, it's like a good marriage. It's still a good blend of sound. But what's cool about the backbeat is instead of a snare drum, you're just getting the finger snaps, but it works really well. You know what I'm saying? It's gorgeous. And that's like the perfect delivery for how beautiful that melody is going to be on top, but how funky that's going to be underneath. The other part, I said it felt like a big band chart because this figure that comes up, it doesn't feel like totally, like I'm not thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that feels a little too straight. There's a little spice on the rhythm here. We're swinging a little bit. It's more like, like, especially when the bass player plays that, it's just suggestive of more of like a swing approach, which is why I felt like it feels like the big band chart. But listen to this figure right here. We play that stuff all the time in jazz bands. Like that is a very normal horn hit, horns and rhythm section figure. Those are just ensemble hits. It sounds amazing in this setting though. The other part that was cool is the little variety in the vocals. Hold on. I got to find this figure. Right there. All the previous phrases, very beautiful. We talked about the contour, how that moves. Very legato, very flowy. But now we get this boom, boom, boom. This short ascension into this blues lick. end. Like, how cool is that? So from a song design standpoint, you just can't help but geek out with how well all of this works together. Let's keep going. Second variation. The backing synth parts fill in a little bit. Similar properties, but now what a hook. Crazy. Bebop lines going on there. She's so great. I love this. Okay, there's so much to talk about. We got to go back. Okay, so we come into the obligatory, massively varied sound. Okay. Obviously, the vocal delivery is different. Yeah, no kidding. But why is the track sound so different? Check it out. They take away, we lose the pocket groove and we lose the slap bass for now. So it is such a more synthy, heavy, pulsy, I don't know, it's just drony type of low-end synth tones. Little cowbells happening. Little soca groove that just happens right there. It's cool, man. This one is saturated in groove like that. That's what the thumbnail should say. Groove saturation. It won't say that though, I'll tell you. But you can feel it though, right? Like, you know this is how it's built. Come on, man. The vocal effects are cool too. Obligatory auto build, suspension and resolution, but cool suspension and resolution, meaning we have some varied sounds and percussion. The track goes a little haywire. It goes a little crazy for a second. We get some fills going to bring us back in, and then we drop into a chorus and a hit that is very memorable with how the melody is derived. Like, it makes, as far as choruses should be, it fits all the properties that you need. Yeah, man, like, how many, well, I mean, obviously in the chorus, you got to say the name of the song. That's like obligatory. But how many variants on how she sings Magic did we get? Quite a few. It's beautiful to listen to. Yeah, but see, we're getting, like, this is a big band chart just with a digital gift wrap on it, and then auto-isms are happening. When I do Eve reaction songs, we have Eve-isms. When we do auto, we have auto-isms, because those two are so unique with the way they deliver, especially auto, though. She's really, 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 I don't know, intricate with the styles of multiple characters that we're going to get in this. But man, it really, really cuts. It hits. And their voice is like a shout chorus. This kind of like is a shout chorus with that, you know, instead of like trumpets playing there, we get wah from the voice there, man. There's just so many properties from big band that are being used here. That's the best part. That's like, man, I feel like it was like a sax solo right there. It's so great. We'll go on this time. I just wanted to point out how interesting her phrasing is and just vocal delivery. The flow is amazing. Oh, this is cool. Tingles. Stanky. Dude, okay, I'm convinced. Like, dude, no, man. This is so groovy. Everybody should be listening to this. This is good stuff. This is like, I don't know. Sorry. We got to go back because there's so many good things. I think about the one, I don't know, right here we had this, it's not a bridge. We come out of this. That's cool. It's suggestive of the previous melody, but the soundscape that we have is very, very, very different. So way different melody line, but similar properties in the flow. We talked about contour is more of a straight. It's kind of like in ba bwee ba ba da ba ba bwee ba. We don't nearly travel up and down as much, but the effects feel different on the voice. The processing feels different, and the way like the note length changes feel different. So that's fun. We love variety. Come on, man. This descending figure is so freaking cool. Like that harmony design right there. Very, very, very enjoyable. I had tingles the first time I listened to that. Just listen how flowy this is. She does a lot of like 1 2 1 2 short long groupings like that. It's very cool. I didn't even pay attention. I was so obsessed with what was going on with harmonics. I didn't pay attention to the bass line that's underneath. Hold on. Just listen to the low end groove that's going on. Like that, man, it's like, I don't know, a mix of like, man. This makes me happy. Yeah, so there's our like rhythmic installation of ba-ga-da-ga-da-da, 1 2 3 4 5 6 ba-ga-da-ga-da-ga ba-ga-da-ga-da-ga ba-ga-da-ga-da-ga. So that groove's gonna kind of go over the bar line and just extend, and I feel like she puts a little bit of variant on it on the second time. Hold on. 2, ready, and. Oh yeah. So you got dega 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 for one phrase, and then duga dega dega on the other one. It's more of a turnaround to bring you back into that groove, sticking back to itself. Very cool. Little variants, feels like 90s, like kind of 1990s percussion underneath. It fits very well with this type of phrasing. Again, one more time. I know it's a lot of time to stop and go back, but the track is just so cool. 2, ready, and. I didn't even notice the harmony in that part. What is happening? Hold on. When she gives her super rough voice, what's going on in the track? Like the record spin there that descends. We hear that a lot in her songs. Little mini interlude. Oh, key change. Ooh. Oh, halftime group. Heavy halftime. Short lived. Man, just give it up for the track. She is amazing, but give it up for the track design and the folks that were using that. That is amazing. Okay, it's 2:49. We have to go back a little bit. This little interlude was cool. It sounds like it looks, as far as like how vibrant that is and kind of just the flow of where that's going visually. It matches that pretty well. We obviously flow into a different key setting here that's going to push us out towards the end. Just listen to that rhythm as she comes back in with that. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't go back far enough. It's cool because it's not like, I'm so glad it's not the God, the overused obligatory, like just like everyone did this type of halftime. It suggests a halftime groove for a little bit, but it's got some spice on it though. It just feels a little, definitely a pattern interrupt though in the flow, so it kind of resets you. Yeah, I don't know. Can't say enough good stuff about all the design that's happening here. That just pattern interrupts are really important for you as a listener, so you don't, it just depends the way you listen. Obviously, this is a very abnormal way. Most of you probably don't sit down and stop and start and stop and start. Very normal for musicians, especially when you're trying to listen down and like figure parts out and go back. You're like, wait, is that? What is that? What's that? You figure out the keyboard or your instrument, whatever it's going to be. It's a normal way to like try to pick it up. Can you imagine trying to do like vocal transcriptions of her lines? That would be immensely different because she does difficult. She does so many different things. That's that bebop line. Yeah, it's my favorite when she does stuff like that. It is really enjoyable to listen to. I do feel, you have to let me know, this really reminds me of one of her other songs. I cannot think of it because my brain can only think of this song right now, but there's properties that I was like, wait. For a moment, I tripped out. I was like, did we listen to this? I was like, no, this is a new song. So there's something that really suggests another one. Anyway, I love the track. I love her. Love the vocals. Love the complete design. Especially love the bassist. So anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.